Yeah. Is I'm audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, in the last class, we have been discussing about the topologies. I have discussed about the topologies for a three-phase four-wire system, and three-phase three-wire system also we have seen the topologies. And also I discussed about uh, the algorithms. One is of unit template algorithm. That algorithm is used to generate the reference filter currents, okay, in order to improve the current quality. Mhm. And I have just briefed about the instantaneous symmetrical component theory. Okay, we are going to see the theory of instantaneous symmetrical component theory for generating the reference filter currents. Okay, yeah, you all know about the instantaneous symmetrical components. Okay, I mean this has been used to study the unbalanced system by converting into a balanced system by the symmetrical components. When you call about the instantaneous, it is a of instantaneous currents or instantaneous voltages will be converted. Whereas you have seen about the symmetrical components where they are converting the phasors of the voltages or the currents of unbalanced unbalanced quantities to a balanced quantities by taking a phasors. But here these are the instantaneous currents, small ia, small ib, ic are representing to the instantaneous currents. Okay, and these instantaneous components of voltages or a current have been used in generating the reference filter current. For that, what we are considering was we are considering a three-phase, a four-wire compensator system. It's about a three-phase, a four-wire compensator system. Okay. For our studies, what we are considering was the loads are an unbalanced and a non-linear load also. We doesn't know the what kind of it is, but it's still we are considering it is unbalanced and non-linear load. Okay. Yeah. We use the symmetrical component theory, the incident symmetrical component theory, in generating these currents, in generating the filter currents, in generating the filter currents. The filter currents is nothing but I star FA, comma I star FB, and I star FC. These are the currents we are generating it. Okay. In order to generate these filter currents in the instantaneous symmetrical component theory, for the instantaneous symmetrical component theory, we require to know about the ILA, we require to know about ILB, and we require to know about ILC. Apart from that, these voltages, that is a PCC voltages, maybe you can consider VS itself only, but here we are again about VSA. You can take about VPA or VPB or VPC, but might be in our studies in derivation in the equation we are considering a VSA and VSB and VSA also. These are the almost the six quantities are there. The six quantities are there. Three voltages and three currents are required to generate this I star FA, I star FB, and I star FC. This is about the system, a three-phase four-wire system having with the compensator. We are considering the ideal compensator. In deriving these filter currents, we for the incident symmetrical component theory, we need to consider the objectives of the compensator. The objectives of the compensator. I mean, you know about the compensator also. What the shunt active power filter or the distribution compensator is going to do. Is going to do. One thing is these currents of ISA and ISB and ISC, ISA and ISB and ISC are required to be a balanced supply current such that the zero sequence component will be zero. Okay, will be zero. For that, what we get was, if you consider the objective, one of the objective, there are three objectives are there. The one of the objective is the source currents are balanced when the compensator is injecting the filter currents. When the compensator is injecting the filter current, the source current is a balance. It is also one of the objective of the compensator. So we can make out the equation as this equation ISCA. I mean, you can say that when these currents are balanced, the summation of the instantaneous currents of ISA and ISC are zero, equal to zero. The summation of the source current is zero. Then only you can say that it is operating in a, the compensator is operating perfectly. We are meeting the purpose of the compensator. So we are meeting the current quality improvement by injecting the filter currents also. When your ISA plus ISB plus ISC is zero. And see, these currents which are there are balanced. The balance you can have it as Im of sine omega t minus phi and Im of sine of omega t minus 120 plus 5 is the B phase maybe, and C phase is Im of sine of omega t minus a plus 120, maybe minus 5 should be there here. Here it should be it should be of 120 minus 5. These are the requirements. Just a minute. Yeah. These are the requirements. It's not moving out. No problem. Yeah, these are the requirements of the compensator, right? This is satisfying ISA plus ISB. Even you take these currents also, it is a perfectly balanced. It is equal to zero also. Every instantaneous of a time, the summation of this current is zero. But what is happening was there is an angle which is of minus 5. When you say about having a source currents of minus 5, then it is supplying the reactive power. Then that should not be. The compensator has to supply the reactive power required by the load. For that, what we have tried to make out is we have tried to make out this equation. This equation of 4.12, which is of a positive sequence of the voltage, that is VA positive, is equal to star of IA positive plus angle of phi. Yeah, here what we are trying to do is the VA of positive sequence. There might be, why we are taking the positive sequence in the sense like why we are taking the positive sequence slide, why we are taking the positive sequence is at this the PCC voltages, at these PCC voltages, it might be the unbalance. It might be the unbalance. Okay, it might be the unbalance. If there is any unbalance is there, unbalance might be a difference of something of V of m of sine omega t. Maybe the Vm of sine of omega t minus 1. See, I'm just making out the voltages. See, the unbalanced voltages may be the capital Vm of sine omega t, maybe of minus alpha 1 is there some in phase A. And whereas Vm of sine omega t minus 120 minus alpha 2, the Vm is same only, but there is a phase angle, a difference will be there in the three phases. There's not 120 degrees apart from the each of the phase. Okay, or maybe there is a voltage magnitude difference also will be there. Okay, but in all these aspects the voltages are unbalanced. What we need to make out is, we need to make out with respect to the positive sequence of the voltage is equal to the positive sequence of the current also, of the source current. Then we can say that it is operated at a unity power factor. At a unity power factor. If you want to have a desired power factor, see the source current in generally in a distribution system, we can maintain the power factor which is of cos phi is equal to the source power factor is equal to 0.9 also. We can do it. We have to maintain the power factor between of point above 0.9, above 0.9 or 0.9 are equal, the source power factor. We can have the desired power factor, so that's why the reason is I have kept over 5. This is one of the objective. This is the one of the objective. Okay, here we have one objective is this, the other objective is this. Okay, the source currents. Now to be a positive sequence, how you can write out 1 by 3 times of VSA plus A times of VSB of S times of VS square. This particular equation, you can see this one. The positive sequence current or the voltage is equal to VA positive, the instantaneous positive is equal to 1 by 3 times of VA plus A times of VB plus A square times of VSC. In all of you, I just want to caution, maybe there might be the power outage in the campus because today is the second Saturday. Okay, in that case, if there is a power outage, there won't be any class further. Okay. As of now, there is no outage. Yeah, this is a positive sequence voltage, and then the positive sequence from this is angle of. This is the angle of. We are making the phase angle of the positive sequence voltage is same as that of the positive sequence current with the desired power factor is of this one, and this is about the equation. Okay, now what we try to make out this, we are the angle, right, the angle of, we are just making out to derive that further the expression, this expression, the angle of, after substituting the A value, A is 1 at an angle of minus 120, and A square is nothing but 1 at an angle of minus 240. Sorry, it is 240. A is 1 at an angle of 120 degrees, 1 at an angle of 120 degrees, and A square is 1 at an angle of 240 degrees. Then you can get out this way expression. We are getting out this expression. cos minus cos 120 plus j sin 120 will get of this. And we are finding out the angle, taking out the real parts of this equation. Yeah, the imaginary part of j root 3 by 2 VSB minus VSC by the real component. This is nothing but equated to K1, and this is equated to K2. And now we go with the RHS equation also. The RHS equation is this, right? 1 by 3 times of ISA. Yeah, the same thing, ISB. ISB, it is of A, what 1 at an angle of 120 degrees. A square is 1 at an angle of 240 degrees. That's 5. And then this is an angle. Up to this expression is the angle, right? This expression is the angle. So the tan inverse of this equation. Okay. Now the tan inverse of K3 by K4. Then what we get out as, we will be making out as the tan inverse of K1 by K2 is equal to tan inverse of K3 by K4 plus 5 plus a desired power factor with respect to the positive sequence. Okay. Then here is the equation, tan inverse of K1 by K2 and so on. And we are applying the tan over the both the sides. Then we can make out this as K1 by K2, and this is tan A plus tan of phi plus tan beta. We can write it as tan alpha plus tan beta by 1 minus of tan alpha into tan phi. That's what this expression is. Okay. And then after simplifying this equation, we get out this equation. Substituting the K1, K2 and K3 and K4 in this equation, we get out as, yeah, this equation, and rearranging the components of ISA only, we are getting out the ISA and then ISB and then the ISC. Why we are representing in terms of this expression is, we have one equation of ISA plus ISB plus ISC, one equation, and this is also one of the equation which is of maybe of x1 of ISA, maybe if you take of x plus y of ISB plus z of ISC equal to 0. These are the two equations, one equation and this equation. If you get out the third equation also, it is very good in evaluating the what will be my ISA, you can, if you evaluate, we have one equation and the second equation meeting to our objectives, our objectives in the sense the compensator objectives. We are evaluating the source currents. One objective which we have taken, it is the source are balanced, the source currents are balanced, that is ISA plus ISB plus ISB 0. The other objective is the load power factor. We are fixing out a desired power factor. Okay. Next thing is, we got this equation. This is the equation. I mean, it is all a simple rearrangement of the equation of tan inverse of K1 by K2 is equal to tan inverse of K3 by K4 plus 5 angle of this equation. We're just rearranging in order to get out the expression in terms of ISA, ISB and ISC. Anyway, these are the voltages which we know it, which we can measure it also, but we doesn't know what exactly the ISA is. Okay, we are evaluating it by considering the compensator objectives. The one more expression, see, we have three unknowns, and we require to have a third three equation, equations in order to evaluate the ISA. The second objective, just a minute, there might be somewhere a mistake is happening. Yeah. Here they have substituted the beta as some equation of tan phi by root 3, which we got in earlier equation. We got here it is tan phi by root 3, which we are being considering it as beta. Okay, that is beta. And here uh, these expression of VSE and VSB, uh, we can express the in VS naught also. We can express this in VS naught also. Yeah, for that, what we have made it as, we substituted here something of VSC, VSB plus VSC is equal to 3 VS naught. Yeah, 3 VS naught. Okay. Yeah, 3 VS naught minus VSA. If you substitute this expression over here, what we get as 3 VS naught minus VSC. Here we have a plus and there is a rearrangement, and we get out as minus of 3 beta. Sorry, here it is VSA. We get as minus 3 VSA. You can take out common and minus also take out, as this expression we get it. Okay, this is the expression which we are been considering in evaluating the ISA. We have ISA and ISB plus ISC is equal to 0 is one of the equation, and this is the second equation. The third objective of the compensation is the source is to supply the active power only, is to supply the an active power. Okay, you can make out this particular kind of a an equation where the source is need to be supply the only the uh, what to say, the active power. For that, we are consider this equation, that is the third objective is the power supplied by the source must be equal to the PL average. Okay, only the load average power. The above has important. The above equation has important implications. Here, for example, when supply voltage are balanced, the above equation satisfy and balance source current. However, if supply voltages are unbalanced and distortion, the above equation gives a set of currents which are also not balanced and sinusoidal in order to supply a constant power. Yeah. Here, what exactly they were trying to, they have been taken about this equation is, we have a supply is a balance, then we'll get a balanced source current also. The supply voltages are unbalanced and distorted. then above equation gives set of currents which are also not, which are unbalanced and sinusoidal in order to supply a constant power also. So what exactly here here they are trying to take was the voltages are unbalanced. In that case, the currents also becomes an unbalance. Okay, and also it is an unbalance, and it should be a sinusoidal also. There won't be any distortion, but generally it will be a not a balanced. Okay, what the important thing about this particular equation is, I'll just give out is there is a case where your just a minute. Yeah, there is a case we have a source voltage, and these are all distorted, as well as these voltages are distorted and unbalanced also, unbalanced. Then obviously the load whichever is there is going to have a sinusoidal, but the currents are unbalanced. But the currents are unbalanced. But the currents are unbalanced. In that case, uh, in that case, what exactly they are trying to do is by considering the above equation, uh, the PL average, the load average per whatever it is there, the load average power is the combination of having about unbalanced currents also. These unbalanced currents also need to supply by the a compensator only, by by the source only. It is not, see, the average power in a phase A maybe a P1 maybe 100 watts in a phase, and B phase is of 200 watts, maybe the C phase is having a 400 watts. Okay, we are making a constraint of ISA plus ISB plus ISC is equal to 0. Anyway, this makes us a balanced also, and also we are just making out we are enforcing that the positive sequence voltage is equal to the a positive sequence current also, we are making enforcing of this. But while doing these things, we are making out maybe from the source perspective, it looks like the balanced and balanced, and then it is attained the unity power factor. Okay, but what the important point is, when you make the PL average equation, when you are making out the PL average equation, whatever the unbalanced component of the real power which is there, which needs to be derived from the source itself only, from the source itself only. It is not of see, once you make out these currents, anyway these currents we are going to make out a balanced also, but the balanced currents may not be driving the real component of the current. Maybe it drives, maybe if now let us assume that maybe I just make out the current, maybe the balance power is of 100 200 and for a 400 total we get around maybe 700. Yeah, we'll make out the equation of with respect to this 300 over here, we get around 600. Then in that case, in all the phases it has to enforce about a 200 watts, it has to enforce to the 200 watts. But how does it redistribute the power in order to get the load average power to 100 watts and 200 watts and 300 watts? Okay, but now when you make about these balance currents, see 100 200 there, we can maybe redistribute this what exactly the point is. Maybe we have to redistribute the power, and only the source itself only has to drive the load average power. Source itself only has to drive the power. We should not drive any kind of a real power from your compensator. So that is the reason why we are making out this particular equation of VSA into ISA plus VSB, the instantaneous current of ISB plus VSC into ISC is equal to PL average. Whether these equations we will get or not also. We'll try to see. If you take about Vm of sine phi, and then we have seen this particular equation also. Yeah. Maybe we get about as sine omega t into Im the current. I'm just making out whether we get a PL average or not with this equation. We are considering the three voltages are the balanced voltages. Im of sine omega t, and then Vm of sine omega t into Im of sine omega, see, minus 120 should be there, and sine omega t minus 120. What we get, and so, and one more equation is there with respect to PL average. What we get as Vm into Im is equal to sine square omega t plus sine square omega t minus 120 minus 20 plus sine square omega t plus 120 degrees. I think, yeah, 120. What we get by taking about this particular equation, maybe we get a scaling factor of Vm Im by 3 by root 2 we get as a PL average, which we are going to get as 3 times of Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 of PL average. We get as, I think, this sort of the equation which I have given in earlier also. 3 times of Vrms into IRMS, which is equal to PL average. Okay. See, when you make out this sort of the equation, what exactly it is going to make out is the source itself only supplying the load average power. By taking about this equation, it is not enforcing it. We are not enforcing that it is to be supplied. We are just making out these are the balance. Balance in the sense like it may be of minus 5. I mean, all the currents, what you say, sine omega t, these currents also the balance. Like Im of sine omega t minus 5 will be there, and Im of sine omega t minus 120 minus 5, or Im of sine omega t plus 120 plus 5. These are also, it makes a balance only. It is not like that. And this is enforcing that the phase angle between these components of the positive sequence is a positive one, is equal. Okay. The phase angle of the voltages, whatever it may be, that means that the voltage is in phase with respect to the current also. But whereas this equation is enforcing that the source alone has to supply, I can really better say that, see, here, let's assume that these PCC voltages are unbalanced, right? And this is also unbalanced, right? Then obviously, there is a power which is represented in the positive sequence. There is a real power which is of a negative sequence component. I'm talking about the real power. And there is a real component of the power with respect to zero sequence component current. But actually, with this set of the two equations, maybe it is yielding to a positive sequence power, but it is not going to tell about the negative sequence real power as well as the zero sequence power. I mean, maybe you will be thinking about whether do you have this real component, negative sequence of the real power. It definitely. Okay. And the negative zero sequence also is having a real component of the power. what exactly we are when you are taking about this sort of the equation is, we are trying to make out the negative sequence power as well as zero sequence power. How do we evaluate this PL average is an important thing. See, we need to estimate the load average power by taking about the load currents in all the phases. In all the phases, how do we estimate? See, it's not like that to know about the PL average power. We need to estimate the load average power by considering the PCC voltage or the source voltage at this PCC in all the phases, all the phases A, B, C, and then IL of ILA and ILB and IC. These are the things which are to be estimate, which we need to know in order to estimate this PL average power. In order to estimate the PL average power. Okay. What exactly why we need to take this equation is in order to supply the negative sequence component of the real power and then the zero sequence component of the real power. Okay. Yeah, where we are. Okay, we were no, we have been this equation, right? See, yeah, this is about the third equations. We have three equations which are in terms of first equation is ISA plus ISB plus ISC is equal to 0. First equation here. This is about the phase angles between the source voltage of positive sequence equal to the positive sequence of the current plus phi is the desired power factor. The beta is just come the desired factor. The third equation is the VSA plus VSB into ISC is equal to PL average. We got this one. We have seen this particular equation in just now. How does it equal to the PL average? We have seen this. Okay. This equation, especially just a minute. This equation. Okay, this is the equation, and we are taken about these are source currents are balanced by considering the source current. We see once after having the compensator, the source currents are balanced. These are also once after the compensator working. These are one of the objective. Once the compensator starts working, this is one of the objective, and this is also a third objective. Once if you have a source, if you have a compensator in a working condition, in that case, the sources are perfectly balanced and sinusoidal. Perfectly balanced and sinusoidal and in phase with the voltage. So from these three equations, from this three set of the equations, this is a matrix. Now we need to evaluate what is the ISC star, ISB star, and ISC star. Okay, this is about we know about these values. We know about the voltages at a PCC. We know about this voltage. P anyway, it is P anyway. It is what do you say? Beta. I'm talking about the beta is the tan inverse of tan phi by root 3, not tan inverse tan phi by root 3. The phi is a desired power factor. We can say that desired power factor may be the unity also. In that case, it is becomes a 0. Tan 0 0 is 0 by root 3 is 0. We can substitute the 0, the desired power factor. If you make out 0 also, you can decide whatever it may be. Okay. And anyway, I just now told you that how do you estimate the PL average. For that, we have to go for 1 by t times of t1 to t plus t. We have to multiply with the PCC voltage of VSA into ILA plus VSB. PCC, I'm just representing SB, but PCC voltage it should be ILB plus VSC into ILC into DT. These are the instantaneous voltage only. With that, we need to find out the PL average. Okay, once after finding out there is a ISA, we need to estimate this ISA star. These are reference currents from the this one, this particular matrix A inverse of PL average. A inverse of the PL average. Once you do these equations, there is a some we need to find out the A inverse for this particular matrix. Okay, we'll get about this equation of delta A, and then the determinant of equation we get about, finally we get this. Actually here there is a mistake over there. This equation is not complete. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Maybe from this equation, uh, they have gone for this equation by making use of this particular expression also. Okay. Yeah. The final value of the determinant of A, which comes about this equation, but we need to estimate this particular elements also. Okay. Okay, I'll share this PDF. Please go through that. You can understand it better way. But I mean, you try to do yourself. Uh, I mean, in evaluating this particular or in generating about the reference filter currents. Okay, these are the elements which they found it as A12 and A cofactors of AC31 and AC32. We get about this equation. Yeah, the finally. Uh, Somewhat. Here, what exactly here, when you have a zeros over here, right? We need to estimate the only the AC31 and AC32 and AC33. It is not required to estimate about these particular values of AC11, AC21, or AC12 or AC22. It should be, yeah, 12 and 22, and AC13 and 23 is not required to estimate about this. We need to estimate about AC31, 32 and 33 only. That is multiply with the PL average. The other elements are multiplied with the zeros. So that is the reason like they have estimated about three values. Now here we get about the AC31. What exactly they have done it? It is simple. It's not much difficulty in evaluating this one. Okay, we get about this equation and this equation and this equation. Now this is the matrix. We get about the determinant also 1 by 3 times of summation of VSA square. Sorry, it is of VSA square plus VSB square and plus VSE square minus of 3 VS naught square. I mean, okay. Uh, we get about this equation, right? Minus 3 VS naught square here. Okay. Yeah. We can take out 3 and then we'll be getting over finally this equation. This equation of the source current of ISA and ISB and CASC. These are the reference source currents. Okay. Here we have to estimate the PL average. We know about what exactly it's required to have estimate. We know about this PCC voltage. And the desired power factor, what you fix it. That is tan phi by root 3. Okay, the positive sequence. Now, yeah, we get about this equation 4.132 from you can extend that. Okay, we just make out a simplification and we get about this 4.132 equation, right? Yeah. These are all the desired source power currents. Desired source currents. These are all the desired source currents. Nothing but a reference current. So far we have not taken it as star over here. These are the different desired currents, nothing but the reference source current which we expected it. From that, we can calculate the star of filter current, right? Once after the instantaneous from the load current, if you subtract the ISA or the desired currents, we get about the filter currents. The way which I explained in a unit template, the same thing is applicable over here also. Okay. Yeah. This is about the equation. IFA is equal to ILA minus this equations also have been used in generating about the filter currents. Generating about the filter currents. This equation, which is going to have the reference source current of phase A, that is VSA minus VS naught into beta times of VSB minus VSC. Okay, and yeah, next is what is there in that? Nothing. Yeah, we'll try to see over here. Suppose the beta which we take is 0. We'll try to see how does this reference source current looks also. The beta which I take it as 0. Okay, and I take that the voltages are a balanced voltages. The voltages, source voltages are balanced. Okay, then when the source voltages are balanced, we won't get the Vs naught. Vs naught is equal to zero sequence voltage by Vsa plus Vsb plus Vsc. When these voltages are balanced, we get about 0. We try to see what the ISA star looks like. ISA star is equal to the instantaneous voltage equation VSA as Vm of sine omega t minus 0 because the source voltages are balanced plus beta is 0, beta is also 0, and obviously the expression whatever it may be, this becomes a 0. The below expression we get as V square SCA. V square, yes. What the expression is, that it is going to get as Vm of sine omega t whole square because these are the source voltage of phase A, and then Vm of sine omega t minus 120 of whole square plus Vm of the summation, right? It is summation. Vm of sine omega t plus 120 whole square. And this Vs naught won't be there in the denominator. Vs naught won't be there because these are the balanced voltages, and it is whole multiplied with the PL average, with the load average. What we get about this expression is ISA star. We're just seeing how does this instantaneous current looks like. How does the instantaneous source current looks like when you consider the balanced voltages when beta is equal to 0. What we get here, it is Vm by sine omega t, okay, by Vm square, the sine square omega t plus sine square omega t minus 120. What we get was the expression is uh, something of 3 by 2, right? Just now we have seen this particular sine square omega t plus sine square omega t minus 120 plus sine square omega t plus 120 minus 120 plus 120. We get the expression as 3 by 20 and then the PL average. Here the VM 1 EM is going to get cancelled out. We get about as the PL average pi 3 by 2 times of VM, 3 by 2 times of VM. This is the expression which we get. See here, and then sine omega t is there. We can, as earlier we find out the PL average, right? What we got is 3 by 2 times of VM. I mean, it's how does the generally looks like the PL average? 3 times of the VM and then the IM of sine omega t by 3 by 2. I mean, these are the, I mean, I'm just making out in order to, uh, how does the PL average is dependent when there is a perfectly uh, source is, when the source is supplying the only the load average power. Only the load average power. And just, okay, I consider this way to express to, especially how does this ISA star looks like when beta is equal to 0 when source voltages are balanced. Okay, in that case I'm just looking over what is the, how does the instantaneous current looks like. Here maybe some scaling factor should be there. Okay, some scaling factor, maybe with then VM or some x also, or 3 by 2 times of VM times of x also. We doesn't know what x is. Okay, what x is also, it is by 3 by 2m. This up to that you know it. What we get as we are going to get cancel out. VM is going to get cancelled out. Some x of sine omega t. X is a scaling factor which is going to equate to this PL average. It is of PL average is equal to we get over here very constant value. The PL average maybe we get about 1000 watts. Okay, once we do with the 3 by 2 VM, we get only the a current expression only. What I mean to say that the 3 by 2 times of some factor of the VM of Ex of sine omega t by, this is going to equal to the PL average. If you divide by the 3 by 2 times of the VM, then obviously this factor is going to eliminate in the load average power. There is a factor of x only. So the ISA star, which is equal to factor of x of sine omega t. And then the ISB star, we get of x times of sine of omega t minus 120. And ISC star, which is some factor of x will be the same only, omega t plus 120. So we got the reference currents are a perfectly balanced and sinusoids. There is no distortion. Once we find out the reference source current, we can estimate the filter current IFA is equal to IL minus of IS star. We are estimating the filter current. Okay, these are the filter currents in the expression. See, ultimately the expression which has been used is this expression only. For that, we don't require to have any kind of a conversion. We are not, see, when we are deriving this particular expression, we convert it to the symmetrical components. But as such, like when you look into the equation of 138, 139 and 140, we are not converting anything. We are just estimated the PL average from the load voltage and the PCC voltages with the expression of the PL average is 1 by T times of T to capital T1 plus T, and then the VSA into ILA and all other three phases, all other three expression of DT. We are estimating this and substitute the PCC voltage here, and then the beta is desired. These are all the instantaneous currents only. These are all the instantaneous currents. So that is the reason why they have represented as the instantaneous symmetrical component theory in estimating the filter currents, or in estimating the reference source current, or the desired currents also, or the desired currents. Once after finding out this one, IFA star and IF star, I star FB and I star FC, we can able to control this particular currents, this particular compensator current. We can apply any kind of the, but here also we have estimated the compensator currents of ICA, ICB and ICC, but not the neutral current. In the last class, I explained about the neutral current of the reference filter current. The neutral current is not required to estimate in this case, the split capacitor topology. Whereas in the four leg topology, it is required to estimate it. But as of now, there is no point of estimating it. It's automatically going to drive the neutral component of the current this way. Okay. When you take about a four leg topology, or a four leg VSC based, then we don't have a split capacitor. In that case, the neutral component current is of minus of ILA plus ILB plus ILC. Okay, that doesn't require any kind of the estimation in finding out the filter current. So far, when you look into this particular equation also, this there doesn't require the transmission of alpha beta or dq naught. It is just substitution of the instantaneous voltages, and then we need to estimate the PL load average power. See, the load average power is arbitrarily changing. See, we doesn't know the what kind of the load it is there for the compensator. So we need to estimate the load average power, and then we need to calculate the, not estimation. We need to evaluate the load average power from the load voltages and the PCC voltages. We need to calculate it, and then from the PL average power, by substituting the instantaneous voltages and the load average power, we can evaluate the desired power factor. After evaluating the desired power factor, we can estimate the compensator currents. Okay. Yeah. When you see these equations, there is no transformation of alpha beta or dq naught. We are just taking about the instantaneous voltages and then instantaneous current. Even we get the instantaneous compensator current also. In the next class, we'll try to see the how we are going to control the uh, the three leg split capacitor topology, and also we will try to see that the hysteresis current control technique also. Okay, if you have any doubts, you can ask me.